Hello everybody, it's Decentralized Dave, and look here, I do have a company. Look at that. They saw me, they came here thinking that they're gonna get something, but little do they know that I don't have anything for them, but I have something for you, and that's why I'm making this video. My exposure is changing, and I'm kind of obliged to make these FaceTime videos whenever I do so, because it is important to have track record that is gonna be there, time stamped, and anybody can go through it and see what I was doing and see some good calls, some legendary calls, some tremendously bad calls. And the last call was to go majority cash in the mid-June, which has been at first and really started to look like a really good call. And I enjoyed myself at the end of June because I held the balance when everybody was losing the balance. At the start of July, I could have bought back for like 20% gain, 20% more coins or so. Like, it was kind of a really good times, but that quickly changed. And of course, it remains to be seen whether it changed for a longer time frame or whether this July pump was just a Bitcoin conference pump and dump. I've always kind of suspected it is going to be. However, I have decided that it is as well, because it also invalidated me, this July pump, on the short time frame at least. I have decided it is no longer justified to be majority cash. However, I just refuse to go majority crypto as well. So I've decided to stick with 50-50, or actually go back to 50-50. I was also trying to swing trade a lot during the July. I was trying to swing trade Solana meme coins. Has gone tremendously bad for me, unbelievably bad. And also I had some just like bad luck, like I've lost quite lots of money on Neiro. Oh my god, like, but okay, I guess this experience, and I guess I needed this experience. And also after me holding the balance in June when everybody was losing, perhaps I was due to lose some of my balance as well in July when everybody was kind of gaining the balance on the rebounds. So because karma is a bitch. Anyway, guys, I am coming back to 50-50, but I just refuse to go majority crypto. I just refuse to do that. However, I would be an ignorant to see the positive arguments that are out there right now. I see the market overall shorting, not longing. I see tremendous amount of short leverage at 72 stop losses, short stop losses at 72, 73k. It's very tempting for a short squeeze, very tempting. I see beautiful descending wedge. These wedges kind of always worked for me, and the third wave is usually when it breaks up. It should be now. However, we also had beautiful descending wedge in summer and autumn 2022, and there we didn't break up on the third wave, because then we had the black swan with FTX. It was kind of a black swan in crypto, and then we kind of dumped into fourth wave, and only then we broke upwards. So there could be still one. Well, there can always be anything, but still, it's usually the third wave that breaks up. I see, as you can see, confluence of free arguments on a shorter time frame that tell me that the short squeeze of Bitcoin into new all-time high in August 2024 is a real possibility. I would be a fool and an ignorant to ignore it and just to stay majority cash. I would be I don't think that would be reasonable. At the same time, I just refuse, guys. I became more stubborn over time, stubborn goat, and or maybe a sheep, right? So I became more stubborn over time. I just refuse to go majority crypto right now. Like, look, we have in 1 month, we have September. Go to the history of crypto, show me one September when we weren't bearish. Yeah, even the guy here agrees. I'm not sure if you heard him. So show me one September. I don't think you will show me any, because I don't think there ever was any Septembers we always were either bearish, we dumped, or we had some kind of a bearish sideways, never pumping. And to go and increase exposure just before September hits, like it really feels like a trap I'm walking into. It really feels like a mistake, but okay. And also the biggest position, I've just scrapped also the Solana meme coins. I've decided to scrap them. It wasn't for me, and I'm cutting the losers fast this cycle as well. That's something I do very differently. When something doesn't work for me, scrap. No strings attached, and I'm actually rotating it into Bitcoin. So I still have only 30% exposure right now because I have a 20% massive order at about 63k. So let's see if it gets filled, but I also kind of want to see the end of this week close, so maybe I'm gonna push it a little bit up, then force fill it. I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do, but also I do think that the 50% is also justified. So actually this I should make sure that this order gets filled. So yet again, for those of you, if there are any guys that did follow me in the decreasing of the exposure in June, and now you are regretting, in July you've been regretting that you've done that, this week is your chance to come back breaking even, because the cryptos are generally around the same or even lower still than they were in the mid-June. So it's still your chance, and like no harm done there. But me personally, I just still don't see it as the majority crypto position. Also the meme sentiment was not reset. The 2 trillion that we dipped briefly in July, it helped the sentiment, I agree. It helped the sentiment. It did not reset the meme sentiment. It did not. So that was the update for you, and I'll talk to you again when I will have the next update.